Have you ever wondered how a black belt martial artist would stand against bank robbers? Would he stand a chance against the armed robbers? The answer is variable because it depends upon the styles he's mastered. Welcome to my channel, and today's video is all about a bank robbery and the best martial arts to survive such an occurrence. So without wasting any more time, let's start the robbery. Setting the scene. But hey, before starting all out, I forgot to mention you're not looking for the best martial arts to rob a bank, are you? Because this is kind of stupid and pointless. Considering that you just want to be a civilian, let's create La Casa de Papel. Let's create a scene where you're held hostage and the robbers are full of energy and came prepared to rob the bank. They're guarding all the possible exits, and the police are out there trying to control the situation. You see the other hostages are underaged and overaged, so what would you do then? Considering that you're a black belt and a fighting style that we'll be discussing in this video. I'm sorry I'm not so good at creating dramatic scenes, but the main thing is that you're held hostage and the robbers' count goes from 5 to 8. So what should you do in these types of situations? Following this, the next section is, should you be fighting them? This is the section that completely depends on your inspiration. Why are you watching this video? I bet you just want to know what kind of martial arts will kick the robbers in the butt. However, the reality is different. In these life or death situations, you gotta be realistic. This isn't a movie you like watching. These are a lot scarier situations, while the outcomes of your actions can vary a lot. So whatever you do it with patience. With all this mess, we forgot our real question, and that's, should you be fighting them? The answer is not. Even if you're a black belt in many fighting styles and have adopted your own style, you still can't match them. Not only is their robbers count high, but the worst thing is they came prepared for every kind of situation. They would have trained for weeks and months to execute this robbery. They're filled with guns, have lots of ammo, and always carry a knife for the worst situations. Considering all these facts, you should not be fighting them to save your skin, no matter on what proficiency level your skills lie. But hey, don't give up that much easier. I only said you can't make the first move. You should only fight them for self-defense purposes. You don't want any trouble, because fighting them off isn't worth your family and your loved ones. Now that the question has changed to how to survive, there are some martial arts that'll help you save your skin. Martial arts that are built for sports. While finding the martial arts that are best suited to survive a bank robbery, one should always overlook that martial arts with the sporty element, by sporty element I mean there are a lot of martial arts out there that people may find very useful, but in reality they're not, because they can only be used as a sport. Another drawback of these kinds of martial arts is that they come with restrictions. You can't play dirty by making the opponent suffer. You can't poke your opponent's eye, and you can't punch him on the throat, etc. But the real case scenarios are different from that. You can use whatever you want to make sure you stay alive. So martial arts with the sporting element are a bad idea in a bank robbery. No, I'm not saying that they'll be completely useless, but they won't be as effective as the other martial arts that are based on your self-defense. So the following are some of the toughest martial arts that are only made for self-defense. On the bright side, these martial arts are taught to militants from all over the world. Since they're the ones who deal with these types of situations, they're taught the best of all. Marine Corps Martial Arts Program. They say this is the best martial arts program out there. This program is being taught to the U.S. Marine Corps since 2001, so that makes it a lot more effective. In this program, the Marines are taught to deal with new and unique ways of hand-to-hand combat and standing against modern weapons like knives or guns. The system is comprised of 17 different martial arts like Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, wrestling, etc. With all the qualities it provides, it makes it a great system to deal with maniacs like bank robbers. So the best martial art title goes to MCMAP when it comes to robberies. Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a modern self-defense martial art that was developed in World War II. The concept behind making Krav Maga was to create a brand new martial art from the most popular martial arts and their most efficient techniques. So the best of all the popular martial arts are taught in Krav Maga. Today, Krav Maga is used by the Israeli forces. While it's famously known for its efficiency and real-world scenarios, so if you want to learn the martial art that'll help you in difficult situations of life, Krav Maga is one of the best ones. Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is one of the members of the Japanese family of martial arts that's focused on close combat. Jiu-Jitsu is known for using your opponent's energy against them. You can defensively use Jiu-Jitsu to conquer your opponent or even kill them. From weaponless enemies to ones covered in heavy armor, with the proper techniques of Jiu-Jitsu, you can easily dominate any one of them. You won't find any other modern martial art that isn't comprised of Jiu-Jitsu, so that makes it a great asset. Considering how effective it is, you can use it against robbers with the right strategy in mind. Taekwondo. Taekwondo, on the other hand, is a famous martial art that was raised in Korea. This Korean martial art is a fast way of fighting. If you want to play deadly with sheer punches and kicks, then Taekwondo can help you achieve that very easily. And just like every other martial art on the list, you can use Taekwondo for defensive purposes without any worries. But if you want to be effective in a bank robbery, robbery, or any other real-world problems, you gotta drop the restrictions. There are so many restrictions taught nowadays that if you want to use it to its fullest, then you must ignore them. Sambo. Sambo is a Russian-born martial art. It's popularly known as self-defense without any weapons, so that makes it great hand-to-hand combat. Sambo focuses on joint locks, chokes, throws, and striking, etc. Despite that, it's known as a style without any weapons. It still uses knives in the mastery course because no martial art is completed without the use of a knife. Kali. Kali is native to the Philippines and was created hundreds of years ago. Today, it's one of the most popular martial arts around the globe. It's being taught to police units all over the world, plus the majority of the militants use it as their primary fighting style. While Kali is mostly centered around the weapons like sticks and knives, the mastery section also includes striking and grappling. And that's the reason why it's used by the majority of the world, because it covers almost every aspect of close combat fighting. The main objective of Kali is not to kill your opponent, so he or she may not cause harm to you any further. And that's why Kali can be very lethal. Well, that's it for this video. Now, don't forget to mention your thoughts in the comment section. And what do you think about these martial arts? Do you think there are better fighting styles than the ones we've mentioned? Lastly, if you admired our video, then press the like button and subscribe to our channel for sportier and martial art videos. We'll see you in the next one.